All right, guys. Before I get into this, um, this woman is 30 years old. She's a car dealer. Her dad owns a company, a moving company. She wants a high value man. She's very strong in her energy. She has a short attention span. She's most likely doesn't care. She has never met a high value man but her dad. She's trying to learn. Her standards are too high, but her mindset is low. She acts like this because she's never met, or no, she's never been in a relationship, aka she's never learned how to be a wife. I blame her mother. She's confusing and she confuses herself too. And this is a disclaimer for this because she said that you can rate her on YouTube and that people are evil. Okay, guys. So I just need to let her say that and him say that because they've been coming for my boy, and I ain't trying to be next. So, and I do have to say, which I haven't been saying, fair use. Um, get into the news. I think it's, yeah, I think it's about play. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna let this play, and I'm gonna let you judge because I ain't the end all be all. I mean, you have a mind of your own. So, and after you watch this, you can give me your comment, or you can go to his video, or come to subscribe to his page. Ooh, she's loud. I'm sorry. Let me fill y'all in because you might be. What are they talking about? Well, she's a car dealer. And her excuse that she hasn't got a man yet is because she's a car dealer, and but she lives in Raleigh, and there's so many historical black colleges over there. It's not even funny. Or colleges in general that have men she would want. You know, and Kevin's like, well, why didn't you go over there and go talk to them? And she was like, I'm too busy. And then he basically told her, don't you get leads? And he's like, yeah. And then basically trying to say to her right now, like, when you get leads, you don't sit on your butt for it. You have to go get up and get it. And it's the same way with this. kicking your ass and hitting you with a stick. Got a question before we go. 2 minutes in. How does that work? She's confusing. If you have a dream and you don't work towards it, you will never get to it. I love Kevin's questions. Ooh, Kevin, I think she like you. She over there touching her leg. She remind me of like the Proverbs 31 seductress woman who flatters with her eyes. And that's what she's doing right now. She's trying to seduce Kevin. She did book possession. They won't even get the ones at the fries at McDonald's. I got her. You know everything else. Look how she changed when he started saying something she like. She actually starts paying attention. Look at her face. Look at go back from this from her doing that, now from her doing this. See, look, there go, right there. But now her actually listening is like right here. That's a different phase. That's how I'm paying attention. Oh, see? And I go right back to what he's talking about, and it's the same face. She's actually paying attention. This is the face of somebody who's paying attention to what you're saying. This last 6 minutes, she wasn't paying attention to really what Kevin was saying at all. Other high value men recognize them as a few. They have a network of high value men and other people. They're visible, meaning what they do is LinkedIn level, meaning they're not entrepreneurs, meaning they have a title that most people understand and their money is above board. Last, they're useful to others in the group. Many of you ladies think high value just means because somebody's making more money, double the money where you're at. And that's high value is far more than that. I don't believe a man's value just equates with money. I don't. I think I'm 30. The responsibility of you ladies are too concerned too much on what you want. You have no idea what you want. But that's why I'm up here, because I didn't know. But unfortunately, and I love that she's trying to learn and she wants to know. But, baby girl, the way you act, I wouldn't want you, like, not be rude, like, cute. Probably I want to date with you. Do you? And that's probably it. But dealing with this is her being combative without her trying to be combative. It's like her fighting against herself, and now I got to fight against her just to move forward. And now I got something I have to take care of. I mean, she's functional. She has a car dealership, but if I have to talk to this every day, I'm gonna go crazy. If you want to really know, you're gonna have to actually pay for the money. She's listening, but for the last 6 minutes, like I said earlier, she wasn't listening. She was just going on. All right, you went to debt for a degree. You still call. Actually, I didn't finish. I didn't finish. I went to NCC. That's not the point is the time you're talking about, or when you get to the rest of black people, arrogant, haughty, and wanting. I don't mean nothing. If you know how to read a person, you showing me who you are. I don't care what you do. You put on a mask. The way you act is the way to show you are. I don't care how you live. To Kevin's defense, he didn't know that this man had his business for over 20 years, so he probably making a whole lot of money. But you start off in the middle class, or even lower, because when you start off, you only pay yourself like 50K or even less than that as business owner, and then you invest the rest of that money into the business, and then it flips back into you. But what he's trying to say is, if he started that out, or he's doing that for probably like, let's say, 3 years, he's still going to be kind of in the middle class. Because probably after like the first year, he could probably hit like 100K in revenue. But you got to understand that a lot of that money goes right back into the business. You're not a high earner until you get to like the millions, you know. You're employing a certain amount of people, and the business is running smoothly for a certain amount of years because it takes a lot of time to accumulate that much employees. You understand? But the thing is, I'm sorry, you can't marry your daddy. I'm sorry. What this woman's problem is, she thought she can go work and believe that a black man was gonna knock on her door and then say to her, "Hey, I want you to be my wife because I saw you walk down the street and that ass fat and you that pretty truck is getting out like and your hair look nice off the rip for no reason." She thinks that she's at the age to where somebody can just swoop up on her off her feet and send her off like freaking Disney. No, man, don't work that way. They marry women they know, and they know they aren't crazy. You want to know why? Because if he's gonna bust something in you, obviously you're gonna have his kids, and if you're not logical enough to have his kids, something can happen. His kids can die because of you, or his kids might be in danger because of you, or things happen. Baby girl. You know, it's a fact when people decide they actually have a problem in that area in life or they're sad about that area. He brought up something that really hurts. She has never really been in a relationship. And there's a lot of beautiful women that are like this. But you can command your therapist, right? A man has enough to go through this world himself. Why would he want to come home to have to do more work? But man, if you only have your longest relationship is 6 months, I got worse than you. What? I gonna probably say it's me, but okay. Question is, you're not me. Okay, I'm ready. No, you're not. You don't have excuse. The thing that she's ready to do, she probably got a lot of money. The thing that she's ready to do is find somebody who has a smart hedge fund and go invest in it. Because you're around that age, you got that money, and you need to go do something smart with it. Because basically, you've been living like a man. This job you ever handled as a man is 6 months, and you want an executive level position, man. You want that 6 months to work in no relationship with the revenue. Hey, there's something in Proverbs that said it's a dexterous woman will try to confuse you. That's literally what she just tried to do. That's when ego comes in. I don't have to know. I know one thing. What I'm reading right now, what you're seeing you doing, and what the kind of thing to get to that category. What I'm doing unequivocally is what the practice and how to do it like this. What I'm getting at, when you there's only a few women that have been lucky enough to have that happen to them in the Bible. You know who those women are? They're the matriarchs of Israel. Sarah, you know, and then the others. No, actually, Jacob had 4 wives. Exactly. So, but they were chosen. Actually, one wasn't chosen. One was chosen, and then two came along with Jacob, and then the other two after that were the maidens, slaves. So this woman's delusion, and those are only recorded women. Your mama was made in 22. You looked at your mother and did you say you want to be like your mother? Oh, and there's no covenant in the Bible like that with women. In some ways. In some ways. What's the answer? What's the answer? It's definitely a problem. Well, which one is it? Some ways you can get it. You should do it. You should do what you want to do. I could. You know, the funny thing is, we flip the Bible a lot in my family after we eat. And then when my sister would get a lot, last year says that she would fulfill her own mate and they would nest in the sky. That's the scripture that says that. And if it says that, that means she went out and got her own mate. And she got her own shit, you know. No, excuse my French, but excuse you for thinking that God is going to pick your mate. Excuse you that he said be fruitful and multiply. Excuse you that he said you had to go do that shit. It says he who finds a virtuous wife, not he who finds a virtuous wife in training. And this is why I blame your mamas for this. Because in the New Testament, which y'all cling so hard to, it says the woman should be sober also, and that she should teach their daughters how to love their husband. And get this, it said, and their children. You got to teach women these things, obviously. That's why men just don't go around getting the most baddest women in the land. They think about their kids. I mean, you have some men who don't think about this, and that's okay. There's another verse in Proverbs that says, "The man that does that, he dies because he never had instruction." You tell a man, teach a man, he gonna learn. He not gonna keep doing it. Men are not stupid. They're just misleading. Women are not stupid too. They're just misleading. That's the problem with the black society. We're just misled. And I appreciate this man Kevin up on here talking to this woman who needs some milk. And when I say milk, I don't mean, you know, I mean instruction. Because you ever read the Bible, it says you would teach them, the wean from the milk would teach. That's why I'm saying she needs some milk. Precept upon precept, line upon line. This woman needs some help. So if if I'm going to rate her, besides her mind, I don't know what she looks like entirely. Her face, because this conversation is basically over. They start arguing about nothing really. She just go along to talk and talk. But I think she put her face right here. Here you guys go. See if I can get another good one for you. Get a smile. I think she knew this was gonna happen. I don't like the weave. Hey, we're gonna be honest. Yeah. I don't like the weave. Um, she's at home, so I'm not gonna judge her clothes. Looks like she's sitting on her bed. I don't know. We at home. I like my robes. And that's just me. She's got a nice skin complexion. Very nice skin complexion. There's not a lot of people you can see that skin complexion. Um, and that skin tone too, very even, not speckled. Mm, I wonder if that's her hair, but I highly doubt it. But I don't know. I live in California, and I come across a lot of black women who can actually have hair like that. I know one that lives down the street, and she kind of look like her, but she's stupid. But that's another topic for another day. So I actually know a lot of women that look very good. Shit, I know a lot of women that can actually blow her out of the water, and they're not her skin color. But if you ask me, she in the face is a good, probably like I want to give. a 7, but I'm gonna give her a 6.8. Yeah, 6.8. And she could be an 8 if she really, really tried. But then again, I don't know. She looks from her neck. I can tell that she's not fat, and from her arms, I can tell she's not fat. Okay, so her BMI is not nasty. She has a good body weight. I'm judging on my body. If I'm judging for man who got a bunch, probably don't got a bunch. I'm be general, or maybe she does. She's 30 years old. She has some type, but the reason why I say this is because it's how man think. And so if I'm gonna give a proper rating, damn it, I'm gonna give a proper rating. Let me see here. See, she puts up her arms right
Yeah, and I've talked to you for 30 years.
and he's
And I'm
been
trying to tell you,
talking to this woman for 30 years.
just like the other slow crazy,
What in the world?
it's all
Yeah. See, I told you. It was nothing but a big old argument after this. See, oh no. You're not just gonna skip past that. Um, yes, he let her talk, and sister, I'm not going to just let you put yourself on blast like that. I already told them, and how you act. She's confusing even to herself. Um, she has very strong energy, and let me not be so vague. She's very, very masculine. Like she holds frame, and not saying women should be nifty and shifty, but I got these sayings when I build bricks. It goes like this: I need something that's moldable, and then something that can conceal it. Right? If you are something that is moldable, I can make you into a structure which is a castle. But I'm gonna need fire to make you solidify as my brick. For I can do it quick. You need two of these things to build a quick castle. She is something that I can't break down and mold. She's something that in this aspect she's beautiful, yes. But in the mind, it's she needs to not saying that all hope is over for her, just me being very general and serious. What comes out of your mouth can literally kill your opportunities. Seriously. I'll give you an example. Um, it's sad though, but it's still an example. My friend's son died because his baby mama um, didn't put the seatbelt on his son in the story. I'm not gonna get into it. But anyway, I'm at the funeral and I'm talking to one of his, I think, friends. And she's 56. And she's talking to me with her kids in the car. And she said something interesting. She owned a radio show host. And I wanted to, say something, chime in. And I couldn't say a word. And this is not the first time this happened. And then the sad part about it is some other woman was trying to talk to me while she was trying to talk to me. And there was no like respect even for themselves in the conversation. And then I had to tell one of them to hush and say go to the other one if I can actually listen. Because what the other one was saying was actually integral conversation. She was just cutting me off and I had to fight for my own points. Why do I have to fight for my own points? Why do I have to fight to say something in the conversation? The funny part about it is when I actually ask y'all that, you say this is conversation. No, this is competitiveness. This is destruction. And that's why I love Black Band are getting their passports and they're just getting the hell out of Dodge. You ever heard that girl is poison? She's driving me out of my mind. Kiss her, miss her, but she's so hard to find. Why was she poisoned? He wants to do all these things to her, but why is she poisoned? The way she act, she's bewildering. And only a boy would like that. They like that confusing stuff because they like to go out and be boys. And what do boys do? Boys go out and have sex with everybody. Not saying that men don't go out and have sex. Men go out and have sex, but men choose who they have sex with. And the boys just go out and fuck anything. You see the difference? There's selectiveness here. There's requirements here. There's structure here. Like how I was talking about the castle. You need certain things to build a castle. You can't build a castle with this. I'm not gonna make this my cornerstone. I'm not gonna put clay with iron and watch it crumble in the next 100 years when I can make Adobe brick and it can last 1,000. So it make no sense, even from the relationship aspect of it, because men are very logical, very structural. Yeah, you pretty. What that mean? Honestly. But appreciate this man, Kevin, y'all. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. And your mama black. And